Will Inter Milan win the Champions League in 2026? Well, if you are not very well versed in history, the answer may surprise you. Today we will look at fascinating patterns, historical parallels, and intriguing coincidences that suggest that the Italian Inter Milan can regain European glory. Let's get into it. Since the Champions League's inception, Munich has been a stage for pivotal moments. The city's hosted several finals, and interestingly, every team that wins in Munich has a special history. They're often celebrating their first European Cup victory. For example, Nottingham Forest in 1979, Marseille in 1993, Borussia Dortmund in 1997, Chelsea in 2012, and most recently, PSG in 2025. All victorious in Munich and all first-time winners. Quite the pattern, right? Interestingly, both Marseille and PSG secured their only Champions League titles in Munich, defeating Italian teams from Milan and Inter, respectively. Plus, these victories happened roughly a year before the FIFA World Cup. Marseille in 1993 before the 1994 USA World Cup. PSG in 2025 before the 2026 tournament. Teams that reach Munich finals often keep fighting. Nottingham Forest, Milan, Juventus, Bayern Munich, they all reached the next Champions League final. 3 of them won the following year, and only Juventus lost. The only time the winner of the Munich final won the next title was before the start of the Champions League, when Nottingham Forest won it in the early 1980s. After the rebranding of the tournament, a different pattern has developed. The teams that lose in Munich always qualify for the next final, and 2 out of 3 such teams win next year. Juventus remains the only team to lose again a year after the Munich final. Another compelling pattern: finals in London and Munich seem to be linked. When a final in London is followed by one in Munich, the team that loses in Munich always bounces back to win the next Champions League. For example, in 1992, the Champions League final was held in London and Barcelona won it. In 1993, Milan lost in Munich, but returned to victory in 1994. Similarly, Barcelona won the final in London, again in 2011. Bayern lost at home in Munich in 2012, but returned to victory in 2013. In 1997, the only time before the final in Munich, there was no final in London. That's probably why Juventus, who lost in Munich in 1997, couldn't win the 1998 final. Fast forward to the early 90s, a period that shares similarities with today's landscape. The 1992 London final was won by a Spanish club, and in Munich, Milan lost to Marseille. Then, Milan won again in 1994. Today, in 2024, a Spanish team won in London. In 2025, a French team, PSG, defeated an Italian team, Inter, in Munich. Following the pattern, could 2026 see Inter lifting the trophy? Despite setbacks, like their loss to PSG last year and the departure of coach Simone Inzaghi, it should be noted that Inter has only won the European Cup and the Champions League under the guidance of foreign coaches, such as Helenio Herrera and Jose Mourinho. Whether or not it happens, one thing's for sure: the beautiful game always keeps us guessing. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share your thoughts below. Will Inter break the pattern? Let us know.